Protect your car with 3W Liners all-weather floor mats. Made from durable materials like TPE and rubber, our mats are designed to withstand rain, snow, and mud with deep grooves to trap dirt and liquids. For a custom fit and advanced protection, visit 3W Liners. That's the number 3, WLINERS.com today.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to What's Up Waco, the podcast that loves to introduce you to the people, the places, and the properties that make Waco an excellent community to live. Hey everybody, welcome back to What's Up Waco with your host and real estate agent, Erica Boisvert. Today I am joined by two of the owners of Waco Surf. We've got Mike and David.
How are we today?
Hello, Erica.
We're chill today.
That's
the
what
weather
we need.
is gorgeous.
Couldn't be better. Magic
I mean,
land.
It is so pretty today.
Epic.
How are you guys doing?
We're living the dream,
We're
Erica.
living the dream. We're good. We rushed here because
What?
we surfed all afternoon.
Did you?
So, yeah.
A
Oh,
cool
man,
4
bummer.
hours.
Yeah, we open on Saturday, so we put it under the guise of product testing. But
Right.
the park opens for surfing on Saturday, so leading up into it, we're like, well, we better surf as much as
I
possible.
mean-
It's research and development.
Research and development.
It's R&D.
We're doing R&D.
It's a little QC.
All of this.
All of the things that need to be done.
Yeah.
You're checking all the boxes.
A little QVC.
Are we ordering surfboards online?
Yeah.
Or on TV? All right. So my first question is probably one you get all of the time. Surfing in Central Texas.
Yeah,
Why Waco?
because there is a perfect wave that the surf culture atmosphere, you yearn and search for good waves. Like David and I were fortunate enough to grow up near the beach. We're surfing in the ocean, which is an amazing experience.
Sure. So I've heard.
Yeah, you are at the whims of Mother Nature. You need the tide to be right. There's got to be swell. The wind's got to be good. You could have a day that there's going to be a bunch of swell, and you might have a 30-minute window where the waves won't be blown out. And we have this mecca in the middle of Central Texas where instead of having to deal with all that,
Sure.
we just hit a button and make perfect waves. It is.
It's insane.
That is insane.
And
Instead
Erica,
of just sitting out on your board all day.
And you asked kind of why Waco.
Yeah.
You're a real estate agent.
Sir,
You're,
yes,
you're
sir.
from Irvine,
Yes.
California. You've probably seen the differences in real estate values in Central or
Little
Southern
bit.
California and Waco, Texas.
Sure.
The regulations in California are out of
A little
control.
bit different. Yep.
And so honestly, this place, like it was perfect for us to come here. The land was cheap, the regulations are low, and we could do this. And
Right.
so it was an awesome opportunity.
God, that is so good. And it's something I'm not familiar with because I'm still relatively new to Waco, but it was BRT and Cable Park.
BSR.
BSR,
Yep,
thank you.
yep.
Oh, BRT is my company.
Yeah.
Nice
I
little
just-
quick
the B
plug.
came
Yeah.
out.
Plug.
The B came out and my brain just kept going. Sorry. Okay, but so it already had like the water park portion?
Yes, and the wave portion.
Okay.
That was just coming off the ground. So this guy,
Oh, okay.
the dude built the thing with the technology from Southern California.
Okay.
It was their first one ever.
Wow.
He took a chance on it, built it, and then needed to move on, and we were just in the right place at the right time.
That's amazing. And you're like, we know a little bit
We
about
know a little
this.
bit about
Big
it.
time.
Yep.
That's amazing. So have you always wanted to be business owners, or was this literally just something that like fell into your lap? Oh, you're looking at each other. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd say that we all have a very entrepreneurial spirit.
Okay.
DT and I specifically, I've known this guy sitting next to me, since I was it's probably been 20 years now.
Okay.
And we've always talked about it. We've done little things together. And then this opportunity came up. I was living in Hawaii at the time.
Oh, nice.
I ran like a clothing company over there.
Okay.
And I remember I was outside. He called me. I was walking out the front. And he was like, hey, man, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just at work. He's like, still frustrated with that job? I was like, yeah. And he was like,
Always.
You want to do something dumb with me? I was like, all right, let's do it, bro.
I love that's the whole business. You want to do something dumb? Let's go.
It was
Yeah.
literally that. And so he's like, yes. His
Yes.
wife got an awesome job in Irvine. She was a designer, and so she got a job with Rusty.
Oh yeah.
So they literally moved out here from Hawaii, moved in with me in Encinitas,
Okay.
and then Mike and I figured this thing out. Like we got it, tried to get it together, and it was crazy during COVID.
Right, because it switched over. Original rebrand was like 2018-ish, 2019, and then you guys stepped in.
Yeah,
Like-
we finalized the acquisition March of 2021.
Oh,
Yeah.
ouch.
Yeah. It was fun.
It was
It was-
crazy. And I just had a newborn baby. My daughter was born in January 2020.
Oh
so Mike's
my
out,
gosh.
And Mike's flying out here, like doing the diligence, working with the previous owner, like
Okay.
meeting everybody at the park,
Sure.
doing the whole thing during COVID when there's like 3 people on an airplane. And so he risked his life for this property.
Aw, you risked your life for the wave.
Big time.
Big time.
I'm a young, strapping lad. I wasn't too worried about it, but we came out relatively unscathed.
Nice.
And with a surf park.
And look at that. And how's it been going then in the past few years?
It has been. Sorry, I moved away from the microphone. I hope the sound guy doesn't get
You're
on me.
totally good.
It has been an absolute hoot.
Really?
Yeah, to the point that, like, when I was doing the due diligence, I would fly out from sunny San Diego to very, very sunny Texas.
It's a different son.
Yeah, but I would stay on the property and then just fly back and forth. And 2021 January, my wife and I moved out here, and we were still living on the property. And then we just started making friends and community. And the people in this town are unbelievable.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, we've made
best.
some of the best friends of our entire life. I'm in a band. We got a gig tomorrow. I know this isn't
No
gonna,
way,
this
really?
isn't gonna play in time, but
No.
yeah, just have made some of the best friends that I've got in the world. And then we were instantly, Amy and I are like, dude, we just got to buy a house here. So we got a house and just live in Waco, Texas. Loving it.
When we
Loving
bought
it.
the property, Mike and I moved out. We actually caravanned out here from Encinitas. We loaded up a trailer. Mike, his wife, my wife, and my 6-month-old
And your little baby, yeah.
drove out here.
Oh gosh.
All we stopped in like New Mexico and did the whole thing.
Oh sure.
And then we all holed up together on this property we have. There's a house on the property out on a lake, the lake house. It's for rent. And so we literally lived in there, all of us together with his little dog and my little daughter. And we were just there until we both figured out where we were going. But that was an epic 6 months of our lives doing that together.
You must know each other very, very well by now.
Oh, we do.
Oh, yeah.
We've lived together multiple
Like
times.
several times over the years.
Yeah.
Sure. That's so fun.
It was awesome.
And now you're here full time, Mike.
ma'am.
And then David, you're
Yeah, about 40. Yeah, I'd say 40% now
Okay.
here. Yeah, we in the beginning we were here full time as well,
Okay.
and helping getting the thing moving, and then we just chose to live somewhere else with our daughter, and we live in Mexico.
somewhere beautiful.
Yeah, and she's learning Spanish, and it's cool.
That's got to be so fun.
It's amazing.
My daughter's teaching my granddaughter some little Spanish phrases here and there, and it's just like
It's so good.
they're so cute.
Yeah.
She's like 5 and she's fluent in Spanish.
No way.
It's pretty bananas to watch.
That's pretty cool.
It's neat. Yeah.
So you make it back here, just kind of check in and hang out and connect with each other, make sure everybody's still kind of on the same page, doing the same things.
Yeah,
Okay.
I come out here and hang out. Mike's running. Mike does everything at the park. Like
Okay.
literally. Like when he he wants like to do something like this, we can do something like this. But now we just come out and have a good time and
Nice.
and hang out. And I just love. We were talking about it on the drive here.
Mhm.
Like the coolest part for me about this job are the people that we get to work with,
Okay.
and these young men. And like I get to serve with them all today, and they're like. They become friends, and they're just like such good kids, and like to watch them grow over the last 4 years from like literally teenagers, some of them, into like young men and like taking on responsibility. And they're just like the vibe and the culture and like the kids around that environment are so special. And so I just love every time I can come back here. I just love it, and I love seeing them all, and we just have a blast. There's
It
like
just
such
refreshes your soul.
such good human beings. Like they're just like solid humans.
Nice.
It's amazing.
I will say,
Huh.
one thing that can get frustrating is I've been fortunate enough to live in like famous surf areas throughout the world my entire life. And now with the advent of Waco Surf, there are kids, adults, everyone that works with us that are from Central Texas and surf better than I do.
No.
And that's
Way better than us.
That's
You're
infuriating.
like, this is driving me crazy.
Driving me nuts.
Why? Because they always have a good wave.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
They're
we
not
literally
out there waiting.
Yeah, we grew up literally like minutes from the ocean.
Right.
And the amount of time we've spent in the ocean and just to watch these kids progress at such a rate, like they're just blowing past us. And every year we come back, like this is what we're out here for. Like we're doing the R&D and like hanging out, and like these kids are surfing better and better and better every year.
That's so cool though.
Unbelievable. Now they're going on surf trips and like they're going down to, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Mexico.
Are you giving them like ideas of, no, you got to go here, you got to try this one, you got to catch that? Or are you just like,
no way,
enjoy your
they're
journey?
telling us.
No. They're like,
Hey
this
man,
is
we
where you
just
need to
got
be.
back from this really great surf trip. I don't think you guys are ready though. So.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
like-
hasn't
yeah.
happened.
No.
But
They're like, it's 14 foot and you're old, you would die.
You would die.
Yeah.
I think even if I tried to body surf like at this age, I feel like I would just
Get throttled
hurt myself.
every time.
and I don't throw these around a lot.
Hmm.
The 100% Mike Schwaab guarantee. I'm going to give you a 100% Mike Schwaab guarantee that we will take you surfing.
Okay.
We will get you on our beginner wave called the Coaster. It is a hoot, and you will stand up and surf the first time. That's
Really?
100% Mike Schwaab guarantee.
That's a huge guarantee to make.
He's never blown a guarantee.
No way.
Never once.
Because my brother tried to teach me, and it was horrible, and I just felt like I was in a washing machine, which is just how you feel when you land bad anyway.
That could happen.
That's what
See?
this
He didn't
wave.
say the first time.
The coaster wave, it's you're going to learn because it's predictable.
Okay.
You're in a controlled environment.
Right?
You're not having to battle the elements and battle other surfers in the lineup.
Okay.
And you have one of these nice young men giving you a nice little push every time. So all you have to do is stand up.
Just stand up
That's
and
it.
stay up.
That's it.
Okay.
100%.
That is so neat. So you have a beginner wave, and then what's next?
We have an intermediate wave.
Yes, sir. What's that one?
I
like the Coaster.
Man, it has a name.
It's
You're gonna
intermediate.
Put me on the spot.
No,
and
I'm
my
not.
wife,
We're just
who's
gonna
the
call
head
it the
of marketing,
intermediate.
is going to kill me. Yeah, intermediate
mad,
wave.
Amy.
It might be called the runner. Don't hold that.
Okay.
Hold me to that.
Okay.
And so like what we consider like our public sessions, we run beginner, intermediate, advanced, and pro.
Oh, okay.
The advanced wave is one of the waves that people travel from around the world to surf. It is just like
Really?
a perfect point reef wave. It's fantastic.
Is it like big? Are you?
It's powerful. It's powerful.
Okay.
You get a lot of speed.
Oh.
And it's probably about head high.
Okay.
Certain sections barrels. You can get little barrel sections.
Okay.
Some people can do airs. I can't do airs. I'm old. My knees hurt. I don't really eat that healthy. I should.
You're just not in that
Yeah.
phase of life anymore.
Yeah. And then we have just a plethora, a slew, if you will, of more novelty type waves. Waves
Okay.
that the whole point is to get barreled. The whole point is to do an air.
Okay.
You want to mix things up so you can get used to maybe like a wave you'd surf in the ocean that's less predictable than
Okay.
like a perfect reef break.
Like you can put it on shuffle.
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
Like a playlist.
Like a
Yeah.
playlist.
Yeah. So like we will, if we're doing a public session, we do 30 minutes of rights and 30 minutes of lefts, so you get to
Okay.
surf both directions. But then you can book a private couple hours, and you have access to every wave that we have in the playbook.
That's
And
cool.
We just talk to you before you go out, talk about what you want to do, keep in touch with you. You guys are in the water. We always got someone in the water with you.
Nice.
And yeah, you just get to go bananas. Try
So it's
things.
tailored for you and safe.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, reduction of liability, right?
Yeah.
Always good.
It's
We
incredible.
want to keep Waco Surf going.
Hell yeah.
Very cool. And not only do people go there to surf, but people stay with y'all.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? Was that already on the property as well? Or is that something you're like, no, we need this?
There was a bit of infrastructure. But
Okay.
It was one of the first things we were doing all the due diligence.
Mhm.
We're like, all right, you're looking for ancillary revenue streams.
Sure.
So we built a lot of food and beverage outlets.
Okay.
And then we revamped and built infrastructure for accommodations.
Yes.
We knew the clientele. again, like a lot of people are flying from surf-centric locations,
Okay.
whether that's California, Australia, the UK, Central America, South America. Like, people come from literally around the world.
That is so cool. Look at what you guys
Crazy.
built.
I know. And
That's so cool.
And we're like, and we know that it's going to be easier if they can stay here.
Sure.
We can program surf trips. So the first year we spent a lot of time building out those ancillary revenue streams with, like, obviously that's great. You got to run a business, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like, how do we create an experience that we would want if
Yeah.
we were going on a surf trip? Because surf trips can be, you can pay a bunch of money on flights and places to stay and get there and again. If Mother Nature doesn't want to play
then you
ball,
don't get anything.
you're not
Yeah.
surfing. We're here. We're like, no, dude, if you can put together a couple families, just your family, guys trip, gals trip, bachelor party, whatever.
Fun.
We've tried to build, I think we've been pretty successful at it, building a spot where you just come, show up, hang out, have the time of your life.
Mike's
That's amazing.
and he's being very humble about this, but there was no, I think our occupancy when we took over this thing was running in single digits for our hotel.
Okay.
And the ancillary houses and cabins around the property. And about 3 years ago now, Mike and his team came up with the Stay and Surf program. So it's basically creating surf trips, like curated surf trips.
Yes.
So now we know we
Smart.
had a crazy demand for surf, that people couldn't get access to surf.
Okay.
So we said, all right, well, here's how you can guarantee you're going to get some surf sessions. You book a hotel here, you're guaranteed to surf.
Right.
And so we
Okay.
watched our hotel occupancy go from literally single digits to in the 90s.
Wow.
ADR. So it's pretty bananas what him and his team have done as far as getting people to property and staying.
No, and that's amazing because, like you said, they could spend all this money to go to this location where you don't
Get
even
skunked.
get up,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
you're done. And then
Just in the middle of Bali
and you're like,
drinking
doo-doo-doo.
bin tanks.
Totally.
And, yeah.
which,
Yeah.
which is also not bad,
Yeah.
but not the point of what they're
Exactly.
trying to do,
Totally.
right?
Yeah.
So you're guaranteed to have a good surf experience plus a life experience
Big
hanging
time.
out with whoever you want to be with.
Big
And
time.
Mike and I have gone on
Nice.
so many surf trips together. So
Yeah.
the park, it's always going to feel like that. Like, I think as these things grow, you're going to see a corporate level of surf park where it's going to be lots of concrete, lots of retail, lots of big screens and shiny things, and in Starbucks, up on the bird, like this type of thing's going to happen.
Like
and
Irvine Company took over.
correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not trying to make the Irvine of Waco. That's just not the
Good.
jam here.
Okay.
We're literally trying to create an experience that Mike and I have done 100 of times in crazy destinations all over the world,
Okay.
and create that environment in Waco, Texas. So when
So you
people
want it to
come,
be more like authentic.
it's rural,
Big
it's
time.
authentic,
Yeah,
and that's what
yeah.
this whole surfing community is about, is authenticity. And so we're creating that here, and it's people are coming because it's real.
That's amazing.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Angles 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit angles90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Transform your workspace with Hanomi Ergonomics. From adjustable chairs to standing desks, we provide solutions for comfort and productivity, whether at home or in the office. Improve your posture, reduce strain, and work smarter. Visit us at hanomi.co today. That's HINOMI.co today.
And I really love that. This is one of the few times that I'm like, I kind of wish we were video, because you guys, sorry, if I was a casting director, I'd be like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, he's in a band. Yes, they both surf. Like but it is a cultural thing that I don't think people really understand
Sure.
if you're not from a place with ocean and beaches, and it's, like you're riding your bike down Santa Ana Riverbed because you want to catch something at Huntington Beach after school,
Yep.
or, not for you guys. That was a different, Lake Forest,
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Did you go up to HB?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a whole lifestyle that people, I think, underestimate. I think
Totally.
they underestimate how close you can get in the surfing community too.
Big
and
time.
and what's
Right?
what's happening, what's so crazy, so this has been mind-boggling to me, is Waco Surf is creating a different kind of surf culture. Like we grew up in surf culture. We grew, like in the heart of it. Like I grew up in Encinitas, California. It's like the mecca of surfing. And Mike spent so much time in Orange County. Like you're seeing there's like this like paradigm of what a surfer is. Like Kelly Slater, Baywatch. Like you see that, right?
Baywatch.
That's
Point
like
Break.
Point Break. Like these are the things. Like the movie North Shore. Like you see this.
Yeah.
And so you come out here now and it's like a whole new culture and generation of young surfers are creating a subculture that's different from the coastal communities of surfing. And they're kind of creating their own vibe and their own culture, and it's very similar, but it's different. It's like they got their own little cool spin on it.
One of the big things that we noticed pretty early on is, to David's point, surf culture from an oceanic standpoint has inherent competitiveness. You were in the water waiting for a set to come through, and I mean, I don't know last time you were in the ocean in Southern California.
Wow.
So it's you and a billion people trying to catch like one of 3 waves that's going to come in 30 minutes. So even if you do manage to be in the right spot and get a wave, there might be 9 other people that are in front of you getting in the way. So being able to have a spot where it's like, okay, now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's David's turn. Takes out that competitive thing and just lets people be happy.
And just have a good time.
Just go out and have a good time.
Pure joy.
That is so, and you're not stuck in like that 30-minute, yes, we caught it, Mother Nature's on our side window. You've got it all day long.
Yeah.
At the push of a button.
Yeah, and you're going to get 15 waves in an hour.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And ways. I love, is it like buckles and boards? Like that's what I think of, like this culture that they're creating. I just see these kids in there, like Wranglers and boots and belt buckles, but also like toting their board. Like, you know, is that kind of, what are they bringing to it? That is super interesting to me.
It's so interesting. And no, not so much like cowboy meets surf culture. Honestly, when we got involved in this, we were thinking that's what it would turn into.
I mean, it kind of, maybe that's just an easy thought. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's very, I mean, we were the same way. We're like, this is going to happen. But that was very cliche and kind of for us to even assume that was going to happen. But these kids are like, they're just very real in what they're doing. And no, it's not like that.
Okay.
But their attitudes and their mental approach to surfing and like the whole vibe that's going around the community at Waco Surf, it's very authentic to the surfing culture, but it's not your like stereotypical Calliopeia surfer guy.
Okay.
It's so hard to explain to me.
I don't know how to say it without like being cliche. So you're not hearing like a lot of like, yeah, bro.
No.
It depends on who's in town.
Yeah, it depends on who. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So it's like like all of these things coming together. And
like the cool thing about having a spot like this, we talk about a lot, like being an experiential business versus a transactional business.
Yes.
So part of being an experiential business is everyone that works with us either is now an avid surfer or is working on getting there. So when you have guests come to hang out, you're not talking to the guy that swipes your credit card. You're talking to the guy that's going to have to swipe your credit card, but is so stoked to tell you about this place. Like I can't believe you've never been here before. You're not going to believe it. You watch like someone new shows up. They always walk to the front glass and just stare at it when it's running. Yeah. And then sure enough, someone on the team will run over, give them the rundown, talk to them about it because like it's fun and it's awesome. And people like to talk about things that they love.
Totally. And so almost swiping the credit card is like, I got to do that to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a cool thing that you've built. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's been a hoot.
Do you get a lot of local kids or are they like a lot of Baylor kids?
A little bit of everything. So we work with Baylor. They've got a Baylor Surf Club that we help them build.
Stop it.
Yeah. So
that's so cool.
Like I had to get with, I'm not even going to try and say the titles or whatever, but some of the higher ups at Baylor had to bring them through, show them all the operation, how we did, like run them through all of our safety protocols, all of our filtration. And they allowed us and a couple students that wanted to do it. And we started a Baylor Surf Club. And so they come out like, I think, once a week for when they're in town. And
it's so cool.
Yeah. That is so cool.
Yeah. But then we've also introduced it to just a bunch of local people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just going to use Amy and I's friends as an example, but like they born, raised Texas, maybe been to the ocean on vacation, never surfed in their lives, and now any chance they get, they're coming out and going surfing.
Out there.
I love that.
They've moved from the beginner wave to the intermediate wave to the advanced wave. We had a couple of them out yesterday when we were doing some, again, I'm doing air quotes right now for my friends at home, product testing.
Yes.
And
R&D is important.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just great. It's all smiles.
That is nice. So we should probably talk about what's happening this weekend.
Yeah.
And I have March 8th in my head, but that's not.
It's March 1st.
It's March 1st.
Yeah.
So we probably will air after that, but that's when it opens.
Then we're already open.
So you're already good to go. Go check it out. So that's when the Wave Pool and Lagoon, that portion opens.
So basically from March until I think it's May 10th this year.
Okay.
We are open for surfing, accommodations, food and beverage, etc.
Okay.
And then May 10th we open the rest of the water park. So
May 10th.
Yeah, and that's like where the lazy river, the cable park, the slides.
That's my jam. The
yeah,
lazy river. Can
there
you
you
tell?
go. And so that runs through the summer.
Okay.
Usually ends mid-September.
Okay.
And then we go back to surfing accommodations. And obviously surfing and accommodations and food and beverage is open throughout the whole year, even when the water park's open.
So is food and beverage something y'all run to? That's completely you.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
100%.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
You want to stay here? Stay here. You want to eat here? Eat here. You want to surf? Let's go.
Yep.
You have it all. What kind of food is it?
So we've got different locations throughout the park.
Okay.
We've got a taco shack that's kind of like Southern California, Mexican.
It's phenomenal.
You say that.
Yeah.
But
No
I don't
kidding.
know.
Get out here.
Okay.
We got a burger joint. The Burger Shack. We've got a full restaurant called the Saloon, and that's like your
Fun.
Yeah, that's like your classic bar and restaurant.
Steaks and
wings and fries. Yeah, you got
okay.
that.
And then we've got a couple bars. We've got a swim-up pool bar that overlooks the surf lagoon.
A must. Okay.
A must. And then we have another bar on the second floor overlooking the surf lagoon as well.
Nice. 5.
There's a lot.
Yeah. Did you guys have any idea it was going to become all of this? We were talking about vision earlier.
Yeah.
I think was this kind of part of it?
Yeah. I think
totally.
I think in our heads,
yeah.
We knew the direction we were going.
Okay.
And we just figured out how to prioritize and get there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Like, what are the moves we can make today that's going to allow us to free up some capital to make these other 3 moves? We've grown it very organically.
Okay.
It has happened, like the culture piece. When we took over in the beginning of 2021, I assumed that the culture piece was going to take us a couple years. I was like, you know what? We can run and operate a business and teach people what real hospitality is. And it was like 8 months later, I was like, all right, well, so we tick that box.
Okay. They get it.
Yeah. Well, we got to move on. They're
right.
Yeah. They're catching up to us. We got to keep shooting down the track.
That's so cool. And I love the emphasis on hospitality, because I think it's funny because Texas is known for hospitality. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how to say this without pissing off my listeners, but it's not always found in the way that I grew up with hospitality. Like we're talking like the In-N-Out.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Like and please don't compare In-N-Out. The Waco one, it doesn't count. It just doesn't count. But like that level of, this is your simple menu. We have everything fresh, everything awesome, smiles, hospitality. Like that's what I think of when I think of hospitality. Just clear, concise, and just overwhelmingly kind. And so I love that you bring that hospitality piece into a surf park.
That's our biggest training item. It's like, what is hospitality?
Yeah.
You work with people that have seen the world, and you work with people that have not. And so everyone's got a different experience. Everyone's got their best hospitality experience. Fair. And that varies so widely. I think one of our benefits was we just found ourselves with such a cool spot that it was easy to make sense, even if you'd never seen something similar before.
Sure.
It was like, no, dude, this place is rad. I love this place, and I'm so stoked to share this experience with you. I'm so glad that you're here.
It's like innate happiness.
Totally.
Innate happiness.
You're going to see when you come out there.
Yes.
That's my second favorite part, other than the people at this thing, is just watching the pure joy on people's faces when they get out of the water.
Okay.
You can't help it. Like, it's hard to explain what you're going to be feeling the whole time. I mean, you probably surfed a little bit growing up, a little bit.
Totally fell. Totally ate it.
But it's like,
But I've been in the ocean.
it's a euphoria. Like, you're riding on energy, whether it's man-made or whether it's ocean-made and nature-made. You're riding on energy, and so there's something that changes you from like a biological level. Something's going on that you just have this full-on perma smile getting out of the pool.
You want my hippie line?
Yes.
Which I've stolen.
Please.
I've stolen. There's this surf movie from like the 70s, and there's this dude that built or repaired a sailboat, and he cruised around. It's called like Crystal Gem or something. I don't know.
Okay.
So someone might be able to
We'll
find
put it in the show notes. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll see if I can find it.
But he had a line that stuck with me ever since. And the gist of it is, he's like, everything that you interact with your senses as a human being is wave related. You got sound waves, you got vibration, you got touch, you have everything. He's like, this is the one earthly wave that you can interact with. More than just like being on it, but like manipulating it and moving through it. And I heard that from this old hippie dude on a boat,
you're like,
and I was
"Dang
like,
it."
that's it, bro.
That's it.
Totally right.
Nailed it. You nailed it.
You nailed it.
And that's so true. That's exactly what it is.
And it's the only wave that's tangible,
Mm.
right? Like you can't jump on a sound wave.
No.
Huh. That's very cool.
I was never really a runner. The way I see running is a gift, especially when you have stage 4 cancer. I'm Anne. I'm running the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. I run for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute to give people like me a chance to thrive in life, even with cancer.
Join Bank of America in helping Anne's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportAnne. What would you like the power to do? References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
It is very like, you're also in water, and a lot of people resonate with that, right?
Big time.
And water is huge, settling. You feel like, oh, I'm not that important. Like there's so much more and bigger than me out there. And then you're also in the sun and the air, the wind, like
All
you're
of it.
feeling all of it,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, we're going off on a little bit of a tangent, but
It happens.
but it's very
You
true though.
If you didn't want to go on a tangent, you should not have invited us here.
If you didn't want to go on a tangent, you shouldn't listen to this podcast because I never don't. But it's very cool. I love that perspective because it's super true. And I think there's a lot, especially in this day and age of worrying about mental health struggles and devices and people not even really connecting with each other anymore, much less the earth.
Sure.
Like what a cool opportunity to
Yeah.
disconnect but reconnect. That's very nice.
Well said. That's a good one.
Thank you. I'm
Write
not a
that down.
hippie though. Write that down. Play that back. No, just kidding. But I really think it's really neat what you guys have built. I'm super excited.
Like I said, we're having a blast, and this will come off as cliche, but I promise it's not. The community here has been beyond welcoming.
Oh, I love that.
Something that, like you always think about, like, oh, here comes the Californians.
Yeah.
And the community here has been beyond welcoming. You had said something earlier that reminded me, like, especially for like the first couple of years, we started making friends around town, a lot of other local business owners. And, I'd be at work and I'd get a text message, picture message, and it would be someone in their place of business with like long hair, whatever. And it'd just be a text that said like, this guy with you. And I'd be like, yeah, that's
Like, actually, yeah.
yeah, he's one of ours.
Yep, he's us. That's fun. It is funny. And I think it's a lot of, just for anybody listening who's thinking about moving here, it's a lot of keyboard warriors. But when you really talk to people face to face, and I used to be very quiet about it. I'm from California. We moved here from Orange County. I didn't want to talk about it. But then lately I was like, so what? Like,
Yeah.
The people that I meet face to face are actually don't listen to them. I don't care where you're from. Like, be a cool
always.
person.
Always.
And we talk about it a lot on the podcast, what you just touched on. that the business community here, the small business, super loyal to each
Phenomenal.
other, love holding each other up. It's that mindset of abundance of we can all win.
Yep.
How can I help you get there?
That was one of our big things. David was talking about the Stay and Surf program.
Okay. Yeah.
One of our big goals, and not even like a goal, but something that we insisted on was every trip that we helped plan included trips into Waco. Into Waco City, and we'd be like, here are our friends.
Yep. Here's our recommendations. Yep.
Yeah.
Here's what our friends are doing.
Yep.
You need to go.
Don't miss out on this.
Yes, you need to go here for coffee. You need to go here for lunch. You need to go here for dinner. And if you have a couple glasses of wine at dinner and want to carry on, head here afterwards.
It is a fun downtown. I like what it's becoming and what it's grown into, and it's a cool place to be.
Erica, you talked about something here about the genuine people, like in coming from California. This was something that really surprised me. Like, we really got to know people on an awesome level, and they were so accommodating, like literally show ponying us around this town. Like, you got to meet this guy. Can I introduce you to this person? Here's the mayor. You want to do this? Like, great. Mike and I are doing all these things.
Yeah.
And I'm like waiting for the ask. I'm like, when is it going to come the time where they're like, all right, well, I did all this for you, so now it's time for, and that's never happened. And these people are like literally genuinely trying to help us out because they want to see that place succeed, and they want to see us succeed. And they're like, what can we do to help you? And there was no ask. There's never been an ask. And these people have become like some of our closest friends, and they're just like, they're just so genuine, and they want to see us do well. So it's epic. It's unbelievable.
It really is. And it is like just that, again, that Southern California connection. That's one of the reasons we did want to get our kids out here, was to get back to genuine.
Totally.
And like that, you're right. Where's the ask? Okay, well, I'm going to do this. But you don't walk around Newport Beach and like hang out with the mayor.
No.
It's, I'm not walking into a restaurant and seeing like an owner, but I can go to DeCampley's, and I know Massimo's going to be coming out the office, right?
We ate there last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, he's got long hair now. He's one of the tribe.
Has he ever been out there? Have you gotten Italy up on a board?
I don't think
so.
Massimo out yet. Because like when he was starting DeCampley's kind of when we took over.
Yeah.
He's a very busy man.
He is.
Very busy man.
Sorry. No, you need to get Italy up on a board. I think that'd be stoked.
All right.
Kristen, if you're listening, tell him he's got to do it. Anniversary date. Ooh, that'd be a fun date.
Great date.
Great date.
That's a great date out.
And he's got the full look now, so he can pull it off. Like maybe 3 years ago, he's like the clean cut Italian guy, but now he's got like this full. His hair looks like Mike's hair. It's like long in the back. It's curly. He's going for it, and I think with that look, I mean, he could be taken seriously out there.
Massimo, we can get you to be the second Italian surfer on the World Surfing League Tour.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's our next goal. All right, put that on the whiteboard.
Ooh, it's
Put it
out
on
there.
there.
He's super competitive. You might get him with that. He's going to be like, second? No.
He's ready.
Erika, I will be first.
I will be first.
That's so awesome. Okay. It has been so killer to talk to you guys.
Dude, thank you for having us.
What a dream.
This is so fun. You guys, I will have everything you need to know and learn more about Waco Surf in our show notes. So please click on all of the links that we have in there, and be sure to check it out. You're opening this weekend, so by the time you fun listeners hear this, it's open. So go catch a wave and go learn what this is all about.
And reach out, like let us know. Come hang out, and if you're listening in Southern California, want to put a trip together, reach out. We'll get you dialed.
Nice. I love it. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Can't wait to have you out there at the park.
Yeah, no, I'd love to. That'd
Schwaab
be great.
guarantee you're surfing.
Okay. I won't tell my brother. Yeah. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dude.
All right, everybody. That is Waco Surf, and this is What's Up Waco.
Topic you want to talk about? Do you have questions about Waco, the real estate market, how to sell your house, what to look for when you're buying a home? Send me an email, ericasellstexas@gmail.com. Shoot me a text, 254-447-0180. Happy to chat about it. Find me anywhere you listen to your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.